go directly into nahjul balaghah and talk about it, it is important that I present an introduction to you. Brothers, when the Holy Prophet passed away, was on the verge of passing away, he stated that very important, a very significant tradition, which we come to regard as hadith al-thaqalayn, in which he says, "Inni tarikun fikum al-thaqalayn, kitab Allah wa itrati ahli bayti." That I leave behind you amongst the Muslimin, amongst my ummah, two grave things, two heavy things, two weighty things as amanah. Hold both of them as amanah for as long as you are in this world, and then when you come to me on the day of judgment, hand over my amanah to me. Alaykum salam. Sallu ala Muhammad. Take these amanah, these two amanah, and hand them back to me on the day of judgment. But don't do any khayanah with these two things, because these are my amanah with you. With respect to the book of God, be ameen and not like the Jews. Harrafu. They altered and distorted their books. With respect to the itrat, do not be like the Jews and do not kill them like how they kill their prophets. فَفَرِيقٌ كَذَّبْتُمْ وَفَرِيقٌ تَقْتُلُونَ. And some of them you rejected and some of them you killed, Allah says to the Jews and Bani Israel. Before going, the Holy Prophet gave these two amanah to the people, that keep this amanah, be ameen and give it to me back on the day of judgment. One of them, Kitab Allah, the book of God. And the second, Itrati Ahlul Bayt, my Ahlul Bayt. Now, right now, because since the topic of our discussion is nahjul balaghah, we shall focus on one of these grave things, the itrat. And amongst the itrat, we find one personality playing a very central role. A personality possessing a very vital, a pivotal and a central role amongst the entire itrat, amongst the entire Ahlul Bayt. The personality of Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. The personality of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Now when we compare and study the traditions which the Holy Prophet has spoken about Imam Ali alayhi salam, we find that these traditions of the Holy Prophet regarding Imam Ali alayhi salam can be classified into three categories. Can be classified and sorted out into three categories. One category of these traditions consists of traditions which speak of the proximity of the Holy Prophet with Imam Ali alayhi salam. The closeness of the Holy Prophet with Imam Ali alayhi salam. The nearness of the Holy Prophet with Imam Ali alayhi salam. Like Ana Madinatul Ilm Aliyum Babaha, the Hadith al-Manzilah, wherein Allah, the Holy Prophet says, Ya Ali, Anta minni bi manzilati Harun min Musa, illa annahu la nabiyya min ba'di. Oh Ali, are you not satisfied and happy with the fact that your relation and rank with respect to me is just as the rank of Harun with respect to Musa alayhi salam? Now we don't want to discuss the various aspects of how Harun was related to Musa so as to indicate upon Ali alayhi salam. But this is quite sufficient for us to know how close Ali alayhi salam was to the Holy Prophet. The second category of traditions which the Holy Prophet has uttered regarding this personality is about this personality's virtues and excellences. There are numerous traditions enumerating the various excellences of Imam Ali alayhi salam by the Holy Prophet. And the third category of the verses of the traditions are those traditions which point out the central and element nature, the vital and the pivotal nature of Imam Ali alayhi salam in the entire Ahlul Bayt. So when we refer to the books of history and tradition, we find that one fine day, Omar comes in the presence of the Holy Prophet and he sees that Hasnain are sitting on top of the Holy Prophet. And all of a sudden, involuntarily, he comes up with ni'mal hamil. That how great is this mount how great is this mount that Hasnain is sitting on. Immediately the Holy Prophet corrects him and says, Ni'mal hamil wa ni'mal mahmul. What a great mount, but how great the riders. And then he says, Al-Hasan wal-Husayn Sayyid al-Shabab Ahlil Jannah. That Hassan and Hussein are the leaders of the youths of paradise. But the reason for mentioning this at this time is the sentence which he utters after this. After saying Ni'mal Mahamil wa Ni'mal Mahmul, and then Al-Hasan wal-Husayn Sayyid al-Shabab Ahlil Jannah, the Holy Prophet completes his sentence and says, Wa abuhuma afdalu minhima wa khayrum minhima. That their father, yes, they may be the good riders for a prophet. They may be the leaders of the youths of the paradise, but remember, وَأَبُوهُمَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْهِمَا, their father is superior to them. Ali is superior to Hasnain. Whatever is the rank of Hasnain, Ali is superior to them. The central nature of Imam Ali alayhi salam, the pivotal rank of Imam Ali alayhi salam in the Itrat of Ahlul Bayt. Now, when this is understood, the innumerable attributes and virtues of Imam Ali alayhi salam that come to us from the traditions and from the Hadith Qudsi, one of the attributes and one of the virtues is the attribute of fasahat and balaghat, the attributes of eloquence, the attributes of the power of oratory and speech. An attribute which has never been rejected, which has never been contested, which has never been opposed and never been refuted, neither by a friend nor by a foe. The enemies of Imam Ali alayhi salam could come up with the weirdest of things to bring down Ali alayhi salam, but they never had anything to attack Ali alayhi salam as far as his fasahat and balaghat was concerned. All of them, even Muawiyah, the most staunchest and vociferous opponent of Imam Ali alayhi salam, there are traditions, there are historical accounts whereby he has accepted the absolute fasahat of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And it is for this reason that this personality of Islam, his words are compared to being almost equal to the Quran. Not equal to the Quran, lower in rank to the Quran. Ulama have gone on record to have written in their books, historians have mentioned in their accounts, and ulama have been mentioning that the kalam of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, that the words and the speeches of Imam Ali alayhi salam, it is kalamun fawqa kalam al-makhluq wa duna kalam al-khaliq. The speeches of Imam Ali alayhi salam is above the rank of the makhluqat, the creation of Allah, but lower in rank than the creator. This is the position of that personality of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. The fasahat. And if we were to pay attention to the speeches and the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam, we would find that it has three main characteristics. Three characteristics which stand out, which are noticeably visible. But before I come to this aspect and explain what those three characteristics are, let me digress a little and mention one of the misconceptions and clear it out away. One of the misconceptions that make the rounds regarding nahjul balaghah is that nahjul balaghah is a book written by Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. That he took pen into his hands, took the piece of paper, put pen to paper and wrote down this book from Bismillah to the end. Whereas nothing could be further than the truth. Nahjul Balaghah is not a book which is written by Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. And it is for this reason I had asked the question, who has compiled Nahjul Balaghah? Nahjul Balaghah is not a book which is written by Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, but it is a book which has been compiled and consists of the speeches and letters and the sayings of Imam Ali alayhi salam. It has a book which has been compiled and collected by none other then